Do you remember Red Dead Redemption 1's introduction? It's pretty great. It leaves a bit of mystery and introduces us to John Marston. Rockstar Games easily created one of the best introduction scenes ever made. Everyone loves this introduction, but there is one introduction that has stuck with me since I was 13. Me and my friend found out that there was a new Far Cry game coming out, and we were very excited. We used to play Far Cry 4 together for hours. Where was the setting going to be this time? We could not wait to see what Ubisoft was going to do next. Wait, what? No guns? How was I going to be Rambo with no guns? This is some bullshit. But then I saw Ubisoft's announcement trailer for their new Far Cry Primal. And it knocked my socks off. What was this? I was imagining what I would do when I finally was able to get my hands on this game. Mammoths? Saber-toothed tigers? So I waited patiently for months to play Far Cry Primal, counting down the days until February 23rd. I was hooked. I would watch tons of videos about Far Cry Primal until its release. Then, the day finally came. The day it came out, I bought it and let it download all day while I was at school. When the bell rang and I was finally dismissed, I raced back home and started something that I had never experienced before. The opening scene of this game was amazing for my 13-year-old self, and when I look back at it, it still is. I had never seen something like this before in a video game. This opening introduction was like when John Hammond's Jurassic Park gates were opened to Ian Malcolm. The scene we get first is with the Wenja shaman that we meet later in-game. He tells us about the land of Oros, the Wenja, the Udam, and the Izila, basically setting up the story's main plot. Even though there was no English, I was still amazed and at the edge of my seat, ready to begin this prehistoric journey. We then get the most unique and one of the best opening cutscenes I have ever seen. We hear footsteps of a mammoth, and we see that we are on the ground looking at our hunting buddy as a mammoth walks right past us. The camera shakes as the mammoth walks towards its herd. We drop into the grassy field, and my 13-year-old self is shitting his pants at this point. I was amazed that we actually get to sneak along the grass while amongst mammoths. Our hunting buddy tells us that we need to locate a smaller mammoth because it will be easier for us to take down. He also tells us that if we don't get a mammoth, we die, fully immersing ourselves in this hunt. If we were just hunting this mammoth without any reason, this hunt would feel pointless. We are able to locate a mammoth, and we begin to chase it through a small ravine. As our hunting party riddles this great beast with spears and arrows, the mammoth finally goes down. Our hunting party rejoices in gratitude, but then a saber-toothed tiger comes out of the bushes and destroys our hunting party. And I mean absolutely decimates our hunting party. As we try to stand our ground against this cat, ourselves and our hunting buddy are sent flying off the cliff. When we finally land, the words Far Cry Primal are plastered on our screen. And the rest, as they say, is history. Far Cry Primal still holds up as one of my favorite games Ubisoft has ever created. Although the story isn't that memorable, I still am a sucker for this narrative. Earlier, I said the opening of this game was like watching the gates of Jurassic Park be unlocked to Dr. Grant and his group, and that's what Far Cry Primal is. It was our Jurassic Park, and to this day, it still remains a spectacle that Ubisoft still hasn't been able to match.